Blessings and love, to all my listeners, my subscribers, and those supporting me so I'm able to push my energy and my messages through this channel. So I just want to say thanks to all, those that are listening right now. And today, the message that I'm going to, give to the people, that I'm going to spread, that I'm going to speak into your soul, into your mind, into your ears, into your heart, is this: another message to my chosen ones. Because I was really, thinking about this. This is something that really resonates with my soul. Something that I've experienced, something that I've witnessed, something that I've felt. And it is basically that in this life that we experience, being physical, we all go through struggles, hard times, seeing people's colors, seeing the world for it is, seeing how people are when things are good, how people are when things ain't so good. And it really, if you're an observer, if you're watching, if you're seeing, you actually paint a picture of your mind in this world, of the different energies, that, let me break this down, is that every human being that you interact with, that is not what you see. You are seeing the energy that is within them, making them what you see. Meaning that you don't really know someone, you don't really know who you think you're seeing, because being human, we are able to feel a certain way within ourselves, but not project the truth of what we're truly feeling, which means I could be the most negative of people, but project goodness. Or I could be in pain and still give you heaven. So you never know what is truly within a person. And this is something that I have observed through living in this world. But I just wanted to say that, yeah. And I'm gonna say this now, is that as a chosen one, your mission is very different. There's many lessons and many missions and many things I can talk about, but in this segment, I'm going to talk about exactly what I'm going to talk about now. And it is, as a chosen one, you will face enemies, you will face battles, you will face struggles, you will go through warfare. Like, you will have to go through things that you don't want to go through, but it will make you, and it is going to make you exactly who you are. Meaning, you could say the demons, the enemies, as mad as this may sound, they are not here to break you. They're actually here to make you. Because I can honestly say to you is that one thing I have learned, message to my chosen ones, one thing that I have learned through warfare, through enemies, through battling, through life, through struggles, is that without negativity, without the chaos, without the battles, without the enemies, without the resistance, without all of the energy that the opposite brings me, it's actually made me who I am, and it's made me see things clearer. And the message that I really want to give you right now is this: is that the battles, the warfare, all of the things that you experience, the chaos, it's not something you go through to make you bitter. You have to understand this, is that when you go to the gym, you train hard, you do bench press, you do your press ups, you do your sit ups, you skip, you do all of these things. And what does it bring you? It brings you pain. But through that pain that you bear, what does it bring you? Your goals, success, what you want to see physically. Remember, training affects the mind, it affects the spirit, it affects the flesh, it affects everything. So what I'm trying to say is, these wars that you go through that bring pain, It's not to break you, it's to make you stronger physically, mentally, spiritually. And I'm saying that the message that I really want to show you that I've experienced is that through these wars and battles, it's taught me unconditional love. Like how I said at the beginning, you can project an energy that you're not. So you could be negative and project goodness, or you could be in pain and project heaven. Do you see what I mean? So you can't look at someone and know. So my point being is that it's taught me unconditional love. And through that unconditional love, what it's shown me is that, like it says in the Bible, and I'm not religious, but it's got so many points that I can actually say and point at and say it's very true. Lord, forgive them for they not know what they do. And as a chosen one, you have to live almost like from the spirit and understand that there's a lot of people in this world that are unaware of what they do, and they become the people you have to battle with. Because a lot of people exist, like we all exist in the spiritual realm, but this world that we're living in only has you focused on the physical realm. So if you are not focused on a realm that you exist in, then that means you are being controlled. Because if I'm not aware that I've got a body, then somebody can inhabit my body. If you're not aware that you exist in the spirit realm, then your spirit realm can be controlled. And this is why we go through a lot of wars physically, because there's a lot of people physically walking around that's unaware of what they're doing. And these people spiritually are the reason why we go through battles and wars and, all these things that I'm speaking about. So I'm showing you that as a chosen one, your job, or what I've learned through these battles, my job, your job as a chosen one, is that we must be able to see through and nurture, guide, support, and love those that are unaware of the hurt that they cause, and bring realization, bring awareness, so they can be conscious of themselves. Because remember, the domino effect, if you can change someone's life and make them a loving person, that loving person that wasn't a loving person can go on and show love to other people, which means you changing that has made somebody else's life loving. Do you see what I mean? But if you didn't, that person that is now loving would have been hurt, would have went on to hurt people. That if you didn't change them, the love that they are now receiving from you, they can send that love to others that they interact with. So I'm saying to you, to keep this message nice and short and sweet, is that spiritual warfare, battles, resistance, and all the things that we face in life, it's not to make you bitter. It's to make you realize that, we must show unconditional love. And it's like another thing that it says in the Bible, love thy enemy. And when it says love thy enemy, see, sometimes we get it twisted and we think, love those that are hurting us. To a certain degree, it does mean that, but what it truly means is that you must always vibrate higher than those that are hurt in order to heal them. But if you vibrate on the same level as them, it's war and no one gets healed, just more hurt. So I'm trying to show you, another message to my chosen ones is that being a chosen one sometimes can be very difficult, because you have to see, over what you're actually seeing. So it's almost like you have to exist, you have to live from spirit and not get triggered by what you're feeling, what you're thinking, your emotions. Because if you do, you're now going to be, do you see what I mean, in the energy that you don't want to be in. So we must vibrate higher than the flesh in order to heal the spirit of the person that is in the flesh, that is hurting. Being a chosen one's not easy, but this is a message to my chosen ones, is that all of the pain and the hurt and the wars that you go through, it's not to make you bitter. It's to teach you what unconditional love truly means. And I'm going to keep it nice and short, and I hopefully, this message reaches someone that realizes all of your battles, all of the things that you are going through, there is a lesson in it. You just have to see the signs. But anyway, my people, nothing but love to you. Another message to my chosen ones. So